So the trade for me today was the US 100. We had 1, 2, 3 sessions of rise. Asia breaking out of New York, London breaking out of Asia, and New York breaking out of London. 1, 2, 3. We had the TrendPredator Pro give us a signal to go short. It gave us that signal as soon as the price broke below the London highs. You could have taken it here. My preference is to trade the breakout of the opening range, 9:30 till 10 a.m. That's when my trading window starts. We're taking this price as we move through the low of the opening range, and we are aiming for 3R into a 100% range expansion, taking on the previous day high and closing price as a potential spanner in the works into our full target. Nonetheless, we have the price below the opening range VWAP, the opening price VWAP in New York, and we are seeing a potential move following this inside bar breakdown with a bit of reluctance to begin with at the Asian VWAP, but then we have this confirmation candle being a fake out high, encouraging us to stay with the plan, not to micromanage our trade, not to move it to break even, stick with the program. There is a convincing continuation candle out of the fake out high, breaking below the Asian VWAP, breaking below the 200 EMA on the 3-minute there. Going back to the 5-minute chart, we still are some way off from the 200 EMA. However, with full disclosure and being completely honest, I took this trade and I got shaken out. I'm not perfect. I'm not a robot. I tend to rely on momentum if I want to stay into a position. We are already in a strongly bullish market on the higher time frames, and there's the risk that this is a fake out. So I actually came out of the trade at break even at this point, only to sit back and then watch it completely blow off as per trade plan. So a lesson learned, if I'm prepared to risk an allotment of my capital on a setup, then perhaps I should just be more iron fist with my management of trades and just let them play out. That would have been a beautiful 3-1 in terms of reward to what I was risking. But on the other hand, I'd be patting myself on the back had it pulled up back into the range due to what was a pretty bullish looking scenario here with the Asian VWAP potentially attracting discount buyers buying below on this green candle here, which is a TrendPredator fake out candle, fake out low bar candle, right? So there was every possibility that that would have continued to stop me out and kept going up in line with the bullish trend on the monthly, the weekly, the daily chart. But on the other hand, it was a 2-star quality trade set up 3 days long as well as 3 sessions long. So that in itself is a pretty solid backdrop to have just set and forget and reaped the rewards of doing so. But never mind, no love lost. survived another day to trade another day with better discipline. So here we've got an M top. It's actually more like a half Batman, one of my preferred go-to candlestick formations. And we had an A, B, C setup. A, B, and we're trading the C leg down to a 100% range expansion target. And in fact, having taken out the previous day high, it would have been prudent to have left some on for a continuation trade into a 200% range expansion, which may or may not have played out. I can't remember. At this point, I wasn't paying attention to the market. Okay, so just holding that into the close and maybe even having a trailing stop, perhaps, who knows, but it certainly came in close to it. Okay, so that was my trade of the day, my go-to setup. It was the only really clear thing for me that was on the cards, and I hope that's helpful for those that want to learn the TrendPredator orb strategy. In the FX Street Premium TrendPredator channel, there is a playbook that teaches this strategy with all of the elements required in order to trade intraday with this approach.